Hello, hockey fans, and welcome to NHL Draft Pros.
Shoots, he scores!
So we just watched the lottery last night, and New York Islanders, they made a huge jump to that first overall position. Utah was another big winner that jumped a few spots. So let's do a little mock draft and see where we're going to put these prospects as of today. And if you want to see some scouting reports on some of these prospects, head over to NHL Draft Pros on YouTube or hit the icon below, and that will bring you to the homepage. And if you're a hockey fan, help me grow this channel by hitting that subscribe and like button. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so the first overall position, and like I said, the New York Islanders landed that. There's a few options here. They need some scoring up front. And check out Michael Misa's numbers, 134 points in 65 games in the OHL. Wow. And he is a dynamic forward when he has the puck on his stick. Now, we could have went with James Hagens, who played with Cole Eiserman, and he's from Long Island, but you can't pass up Michael Misa and the talent that he brings. And he is going to be injected into the NHL sooner than later. So I can't see the Islanders passing up Michael Misa at 1. Number 2, San Jose Sharks. Yeah, they're going to land their boy, and they've been waiting on Matthew Schaefer, the other dynamic player in this draft, and he is a defenseman, 22 points in 17 games, was hampered with a lot of injuries, but when he plays, let me tell you something, he is an unreal prospect. The speed on this kid is just phenomenal. Yeah, he can move down the ice real quick. And we're talking offensive defenseman, the NHL prototypical D that they love right now. And so if the Sharks can get Schaefer at 2, if the Isles pass on Schaefer, then they're going to be laughing and running to the podium real quick. All right, number 3, the Blackhawks dropped a little bit, but they are going to land a really good winger in the name of Porter Martone. Yes, 6'4", is an absolute beast on the ice, and 98 points in 57 games. Wow. And he is a complete player. He's got a little grit to his game, sees the ice really well, shoots, passes unbelievably. You can't pass up Porter Martone. Moving on to number 4, Utah, one of the big winners at the draft, and they are going to land Anton Frondell. He is a 6'1" center, 25 points in 29 games in the Allsvenskan. That is the men's second division Swedish league. And he is just a great overall 200-foot player. And I think that, kind of didn't do too well at the U18s, but I still see some upside in this. And he's a very young player, 2007 born. And he's got all the tools to make a great center at the NHL level moving forward. So, yeah, we're going to put Anton Frondell at number 4 to Utah. At number 5, we got the Nashville Predators, and they are going to luck out on James Hagens from the NCAA, 34 points in 34 games. Smallish is probably why he's going to dip a little bit in this draft, but, man, let me tell you something. This kid has some high hockey IQ and offensive upside, and with a couple of years of seasoning, he may be one of the best players to come out of this draft. So he's at number 5. Number 6, the Flyers dropped a little bit, but they got a pretty good pick here, and they're going to land a great centerman in Caleb Desnoyers. And guess what? His brother plays in the system, so why not reunite the two brothers? And yeah, he's a prototypical Flyers player, just rough all over the edges and loves to fly around the ice. And he had a great season in the Quebec League and put up some big numbers, as you saw there. So yeah, you can't go wrong with Caleb Desnoyers at number 6. The Flyers are going to be very excited to land him. 84 points in 56 games. So yeah, he's number 6. Okay, and now we go to number 7, and that is the Boston Bruins, and they need a little help, a little injection offensively. So Jake O'Brien, 98 points in 66 games playing in the OHL. He's 6'2", 170 pounds. Going to need a little bit of time to develop, but once he lands in Boston, watch out. He's got some skills. Oh, lots of skills. Check out his scouting report I did on him. It's unreal. The highlights are phenomenal. So Boston fans, check that out on my channel. You're going to love this kid's game. Number 8, we got the Seattle Kraken. And they're going to need a little bit of help on D. Best D right now, Jackson Smith, Tri-City in the dub, 54 points in 68 games. Yeah, he's a gamer. And when he steps onto the ice, he can cause some havoc. Very mobile. Check out this little goal right here. Yeah, he gets up the ice real quick, and he's got some offensive flair. Needs a little work defensively, but you know what? D take a little bit of time to grow, I guess you could say. So, yeah, that's a nice pickup by Seattle at number 8. Okay, moving on to number 9. We got the Buffalo Sabres, and they're going to luck out on a player that's dropping a little bit because of some back issues, and that is Roger McQueen. 20 points in 17 games, but he's 6'5". Big centerman, and he's got a lot of skill, as you'll see in this clip right here. He can dangle with the best of them. He's got some sweet hands, sweet passing, sweet shot. Yep, he's a threat all around when he steps onto the ice. All right, number 10, we got the Anaheim Ducks. They're going to inject a little bit of big defensive help. 6'6", 198 pounds, right shot D, Radim Murka. Played in Seattle in the dub. And yeah, he's another one that can move around the ice. He's got some great skating. Came over from Czechia this year. Played in the men's league there. And when he stepped onto the ice for Seattle in the WHL, he made his presence known right away. And so, yeah, he had a pretty good U18s that just passed too, so that kind of helped his stock. But you can't go wrong with Radim Murka on the point for Anaheim. Number 11, we got the Pittsburgh Penguins, and they are going to run to the podium to get this player, and that is Victor Eklund. He is a right winger, played in the Allsvenskan and in the Swedish league, 31 points in 42 games. And let me tell you something. When you talk about kids that motor around on the ice, this kid's compete is off the charts. Like, I'm talking, you don't see a player move around and skate around the ice and hunt a puck down like Victor Eklund. He's just unreal. And he's the brother of William Eklund in San Jose. So, yeah, you know what? Pittsburgh, if they can get Victor Eklund at 11, wow. All right, number 12, we got the New York Rangers. And you know what? Need a little help on the points, so they're going to land probably the next best D in this draft, and that's Logan Hensler, a right shot D, 6'2", almost 200 pounds, and he is a great skater. He's got some offensive flair, so you see it sometimes, just doesn't have it, on autopilot. So we got to get Logan Hensler to get a little bit more confident with that puck on his stick, but he does have some nice grit to his game too, and a big presence on the point. All right, number 13, the Detroit Red Wings. What are they going to do? Well, they're lucky. They're going to pick up a player by the name of Brady Martin. He's right down the pipe up in Sault Ste. Marie, 6 feet, 180-pound center, 72 points in 57 games. And he is a player who is just violent on the ice. He hits with, authority. Watch this. This is him coming in right now. Boom. And then he goes and lays out the other guy in the other corner. Boom. And then he gets a goal. So, yeah, this is Brady Martin's game. And at the U18s, he was a menace too. So, yeah, that's a great pickup by the Wings at number 13. Moving on to number 14, we got the Columbus Blue Jackets. And they're going to land a really, really talented forward by the name of Lyndon Lakovic, who plays in the WHL. 58 points in 47 games, and he's 6'4", 185 pounds. Big kid. Got a wicked shot. But that's not his only tool that he can score with. He's a very, very good passer too. Got some great hands. Sees the ice really well. So yeah, you know what? Columbus, you can't go wrong with Lyndon Lakovic at 14. And next, at number 15, we got the Vancouver Canucks. And, a little bit left here, so we're going to go Justin Carbonneau, 89 points in 62 games, 6'1", 190-pound player that played in the the Quebec League. And he is a very, very talented forward, has a lot of skill. And you know what? He's one of those players that he's got some things that he needs to work on, defensively, I guess you could say. But for the most part, he's a great player, and he's got some great hands, sees the ice really well. So you know what? You want an offensive player on your team? Yeah, he's the one. All right, number 16, we got Les Habitants de Montréal, Montreal Canadiens, and they're going to get some grit by adding Malcolm Spence. Plays for Erie Otters in the OHL, 73 points in 65 games. He's 6'3", 200 pounds. Wow. And yeah, this is a kid who just is scary when he's on the ice. But as you can see in his numbers, he can put up some points, especially in the dirty areas that are right in front of the net. That's his bread and butter. Don't mess around with him when he's there. But man, would Montreal love to inject him into their lineup. Now, I'm going to add number 17. Add one more here because Montreal, they get the pick at number 17 again. So we're going to add another tough, big player. Kashan Aitchison plays in the OHL for Barrie, 6'2", 200 pounds, 59 points in 64 games. And he's a defenseman, people. He is a defenseman. So, yeah, he can score goals, had 26 goals, 5 overtime game-winning goals. He's just got ice in his veins, and he's another one. Hey, he'll drop the gloves anytime, any day. And so, yeah, you know what? Montreal adding Spence and Aitchison, oh my God. So, yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Please hit that subscribe and like button. I'd really appreciate it. And we'll see you soon. Cheers.